All right, everybody, welcome back to the Jordan Report, and I am your host, Robert Jordan. Everyone, please remember to like, subscribe, and share. Okay, guys, I'm sure before this year, most people never even heard of Rochester, New York, let alone the fact that it had a black mayor and a black police chief. But just like all of these black mayors, almost all of them, they're corrupt. Mayor Warren has been indicted. This is the black mayor of Rochester, New York, who started all this Black Lives Matter stuff, all the protests that's going on up there. She's corrupt, just like almost all of them. Anyway, she's been indicted. Rochester Mayor Warren indicted for campaign fundraising abuses. All of them are doing this. Everything that they indicted this woman on, you could probably get every black mayor in America on the same charges. Embattled Rochester Mayor Lovely Warren has been indicted on campaign finance charges. The leader of New York State's third largest city was already under fire for her administration's handling of the facts surrounding the death of Daniel Prude, who died after being restrained in a spit hood while in police custody. Monroe County DA Sandra Dorley Friday slapped Warren with 2 campaign finance charges, scheming to defraud in the first degree and election law violation. I'm getting ready to show you her news clip pretty fast. The indictment claims she had donors exceed campaign contributions limited to $8,500 per donor during Lovely's successful 2017 re-election. This woman was actually re-elected. Warren was running on a campaign account and a separate political action committee. Warren for a strong Rochester PAC, both allegedly aiding her re-election. This is why you can never get rid of the Democrats, people, because they're willing to do stuff like this. 28 donors made contributions to both committees, exceeding contribution limits. I'm going to show you the local news clip, and we're going to get out of here. Hopefully, they put this woman in jail.
Breaking news stories from the president's COVID-19 diagnosis to a fatal plane crash outside of Batavia. But first, Rochester Mayor Lovely Warren has been indicted by a grand jury. The indictment stems from alleged campaign finance violations during her 2017 mayoral re-election campaign. That grand jury indictment was unsealed today, charging Mayor Warren and 2 others, including the city's finance director, with 2 Class E felonies. Rebecca Fath was at the news conference and has been covering this story all along. She joins us now live with the very latest. Rebecca.
Adam, so the mayor can remain in her position while facing these criminal charges, but she could also be facing up to 4 years in state prison if she's convicted.
We assert by this indictment that this is allegedly a scheme to defraud.
It's one of the 2 felony charges Mayor Lovely Warren is facing.
Engaged in a scheme constituting a systematic, ongoing course of conduct with intent to defraud more than one person or to obtain property from more than one person by false or fraudulent pretenses, representations, or promises.
A Monroe County grand jury handed up an indictment against Mayor Lovely Warren and 2 others who worked to get her reelected, Albert Jones Jr. and City of Rochester Finance Director Rosalind Brooks Harris. It's surrounding campaign finance activities from Warren's 2017 re-election run. Back then, Warren's opponents complained about a transfer of money from Warren's Political Action Committee to her campaign committee, saying it was illegal and should be investigated. And now it has been.
It's largely the use of the Political Action Committee in conjunction with an authorized campaign committee. The source of which is obviously in violation of the election law as well as the penal law, and quite frankly, in terms of the first count, the entire Political Action Committee itself, very well fraudulent. So it's really the common operational control of those 2 things.
So, Adam, Mayor Lovely Warren is scheduled to face a Cayuga County judge right here in Monroe County on Monday. For now, we are live downtown. Rebecca Fath, News 8.
Rebecca, thank you. Reaction now coming in from other leaders in the area to the charges against Mayor Lovely Warren, and her lawyer is speaking out. Our team coverage continues now. Christian Garzone joining us live from City Hall. Christian, what did you hear today?
Well, Adam, the lawyer for Mayor Lovely Warren, Joe D'Amelio, says this case is not about clerical errors or honest mistakes. That's what he believes happened here. He said no one got ripped off here and no money was taken out of anybody's pockets. He says what needs to be shown is that there was criminal intent to violate the penal law and election law. We also spoke with County Legislator Rachel Barnhart, who ran against Mayor Warren in 2017 and helped get this investigation rolling. She said today these charges are important because we need to make sure elected officials are acting in the public's interest, not their own or that of donors. She went on to add that this was a pay-to-play on steroids. The mayor got campaign money, donors got grants and contracts, and says all we need to ask ourselves if the public benefited from this scheme at all.
The mayor's office has been working with the Board of Elections for approximately 3 years now, looking for some answers and some guidance for them as far as what to do and how to do that. They've been in contact with the Board of Elections 3 years ago. The board gave them some advice and they took it. They did exactly what the board said to do.
This is a very sad day for Rochester to have the mayor indicted on felony charges, but it's very important that we understand why this is happening. We have campaign finance laws to protect the integrity of our elections. The magnitude of these allegations are nothing short of cheating.
Now, the mayor's lawyer says he looks forward to a larger picture being shown when this all goes to court next week on Monday. At City Hall, Christian Garzone, News 8. Adam, back to you in the studio.
Okay, guys, if you're gonna get rid of the Democrats, this is the way to get rid of the Democrats.